So I was thinking, I can't be the only one who's ever wondered about what heaven is. I used to wonder as a kid when I grew up in the Catholic Church, and I thought it was just fantasy talk. The priest standing up there talking about angels and whatever. And I couldn't grasp it. I mean, who can? Who can? Well, okay, I couldn't. I can't speak about anybody else, so maybe others can grasp it. I just couldn't. And I've lived through many situations in my life where I've been given reason to not believe a heaven exists. I've been given reason to wonder if anything good can happen after this life. And I did get to a point where I thought about death and what that meant. And I really thought it was the end. Like you just get buried or cremated and that's it. Oh, but that is definitely not it. I'm here, I'm sharing this to you with you. But to those who maybe felt like I did, like, well, how could heaven exist with all of this stuff going on in the world or with whatever you've experienced in your life that was very difficult? How can heaven exist? It does. It really does. And believe me, there's a lot more I'm going to speak to on that in my book that I'm working on right now. I'm almost done. Anyway, heaven is a place where you are graced, literally just accepted as you are, no matter who you love, how you choose to love, what religion you are. If you harm no one, even if you're an atheist, look, they let me in. I was an atheist of 18 years when I went in the first time. So, yeah, clearly I didn't have to like show a license. Hey, grew up Catholic, or oh yeah, I'm still believing this. I didn't have to do that. So, I don't know, I'd be curious. Um, but heaven is a place where it's just, there's this warmth that comes over your body. The moment you get there, however you're going to get there, I walked through the clouds the first time, and it was first, I thought, where am I? Of course. And there was Jesus, and I didn't believe in him. And then there he was. And then I'm a believer, like, oh, you really do exist. Those were my first words to him. And there was such this incredible warmth and comfort and familiarity, and as though I was being acknowledged just as I was. There were no expectations of me to have been any different than who I was showing up as. And that was incredible. And I remember when I stepped into temple and I had to sit at God's table, the moment that my foot entered temple, it hit the floor, I knew this was beyond anything that I'd ever felt. I mean, that was even more powerful than walking through the clouds. It was warmer. It was more comforting. It was it was so relaxed because there was no pressure for me to be any other way than just be myself. And that felt great. They all smiled at me. They didn't care, you know, how I was dressed. They didn't care how I was believing or not believing. I didn't believe in anything then. And it was so comforting to know that, wow, they're still going to listen to me. They're curious about what I have to say. They're they're curious enough and loving enough to give me information. Who am I? Who am I? And there was a moment sitting there at God's table when I felt this is out of my league. Those were the words that I used in my head. This is out of my league. How did I wind up here? I mean, this is beyond incredible. I mean, they must have like the wrong person, but that's not it at all. That was my own conditioning based upon how I had lived life and experienced my life up to that moment. So I'm telling you, they're not going to turn you away because you quit going to church 10 years ago, or you didn't show up for temple last week. Um, you didn't go to the mosque, for 10 years, but now you're going back. You didn't, you know, whatever. You didn't show up how you think, whatever it is that you think that you should be showing up as in terms of how to have God's grace and how to have um, an entry into heaven or a place that people talk about as being heaven. I'm telling you, it is so incredibly beautiful and so incredibly powerful. And it's something that I wish for everyone. And if everyone understood why it is that we are here, again, things would be so different. Kind of like, when I touched upon the life review, things would be different if you knew that your entire life was a life review as you're living it here on earth. Yeah, you would be showing up differently. I guarantee it. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd share about heaven because I think about it daily. It made an impact on me, and it's something that should make an impact on you as well. No matter what you've been told, no matter what you have been taught in your life, there is a heaven, there is an afterlife. Oh, I guarantee you. And believe me, I have met those who do not believe that after their life, they go on. They feel that once they're buried, that's it. That's it. But here's the deal: energy never dies. You can't destroy it. That's it. So, no, there is no ending. You live on and you are eternal. And it's an incredible, um, it's incredible knowing when you can think about the power that you have to make change and shifts and to help others. You can you can alter the course of not only your life but anybody else's life as well that you choose. But be yourself while you're doing it. Share who you are. Don't be ashamed of anything that's happened to you or that you've done. um, Listen, we all grow every day. We get out of bed or stay in bed, whatever. You're still growing. You still have the opportunity to make a shift in how you're going to show up mentally, because that's what's happening every day. You show up mentally. I show up, and I want everybody to show up understanding that we are all equal. Doesn't matter what you tell me or what you've shared with other people about what that means to you, or it doesn't matter. I already know we're all equal. We are all love on this planet. So I hope that you hold this close to you and that you think about it and take it seriously. Really take it seriously, because it's such an incredible place. And I want everybody to be able to experience that. So, whatever you have to do, change your thoughts, change how you behave with others. And I'm talking about like, don't be such a jerk to whoever, or don't be so short, you know, in your response and reaction to someone. Give them some time, give everybody the grace that you're going to get in the end. I guarantee you, you're going to get it in the end. And you'll be so happy that you did in this life. You really will. I promise. Because again, I'm going to say it again. You're going to see yourself in the end and you're going to say, oh, wow, I should have, I should have done that differently. Or I didn't have to say that to that person. That was unnecessary. I've done it. So anyway, may peace be upon you in everything that you do. And may you move forward in your life as an expression of perfection that you already are as love.